Thanks everyone for your comments, queries and emails from my previous 2 videos. I've been getting a lot of feedback and I can tell you that many of you are very excited, so am I. Over the last 2 videos I've explained why this is my favourite strategy and the favourite strategy of most top flight investors I know. Remember, it's super flexible. You don't need money to be able to use it. You don't need to be able to get a mortgage. It doesn't involve the banks, and if you've got money you can use it to exponentially increase your returns. And it fits seamlessly with other creative strategies. Just think what your life will be like when with this one simple strategy you can start investing right now, even if you can't get a mortgage and don't have deposits. What would that do for you? What if by adopting this simple strategy you were able to increase your returns by 50% or even 100%? What if by adopting this simple strategy you were able to do more deals and not have to pass on so many opportunities? What would that do for you? How different would your life be? Perhaps you'd be able to get more time for yourself and reduce your working hours, go from full-time to part-time, or even sack your boss completely. Imagine being able to spend more time with your kids, your spouse and your friends. Perhaps this means you could throw off your shackles and escape for a well-earned break. Actually get to feel genuine Caribbean sun soaking into your skin, turning it a beautiful bronze colour on holiday this year. Just think how envious your friends will be. They'll be clamouring for you to tell them your secret. Well, this is exactly what this system did for me. Remember, I was almost taken bankrupt. I didn't have a penny to my name and I couldn't get a mortgage. But once I got this strategy, in a short 36 months, I built myself the security I needed and a portfolio in excess of 3 million, which brought me in £4.5 grand per month. And that was just the beginning. I got all the benefits of property ownership without the headaches. So over the last few years, I've developed the system further and I've helped hundreds of others achieve their property objectives using this very same strategy. And right now, I'm going to share a bit more of the detail with you.
Okay, let's have a quick look at a couple of simple strategies to find your buyers. My absolute favourite way is to use something called ugly marketing. Here's an example of one sign I had up outside a house that generated more than 50 inquiries, led to 17 viewings and got the house sold in less than 7 hours. By the way, the homemade effect for the sign has been created on purpose, and so too with the spelling mistakes. Now, newspaper advertising is a fantastic way to generate leads. Here's a sample of the text that I use. Buy my home, no mortgage needed, low weekly payments of only, whatever the figure is you've come up with, call Lisa on, and then a number. Now here's a big tip which will save you loads of time as you start collecting more and more properties. You need to capture the details of all the tenant buyers that you speak with. Now here's the sort of information I look to capture. I want to know what they do. I want to know basically, are they employed, and typically what sort of monthly income they earn. I want to know why they want to own their own property. Why is it important to them? I want to know what their motivation is. I want to know if they really like the property, how quickly can they move? And of course, I want to know how much getting started money they have. Now there's a few other qualifying questions, and I'll tell you later how you can get hold of them. Now, the objective of collecting this information is to get rid of the tyre kickers. And I never show a property to anyone who doesn't qualify. After all, I want to sell the house, not show it. So at first I collected this information on pieces of paper, and then I moved on to spreadsheets, and finally I took the whole lot online. Now, the main benefit of collecting their details is that when you have another property come up, you can shift it really quickly. Would you like another big tip to get a bigger down payment? Okay, so in the kitchen, leave a piece of paper with a line down the middle. On one side, write a bunch of names. On the other, deposit amounts. The smallest to the largest going down the page. The final amount should be your down payment figure or just above it. Now what you'll find is that your viewers will see the paper and note the amount the last person wrote down. If they want the opportunity to own this no mortgage needed home, they know they'll have to outbid them. And 83% of the time, they do. Brilliant, eh? Now I want to take a few minutes to run through a quick case study with you. So you get the chance to see how it's done properly. Let's have a look at that case study then, shall we? Okay, this is a lease option, a refurb with a flip. So it's a little bit involved, but it's going to give you a fantastic idea how you can use the rent to buy program and integrate it with other strategies as well. So this property was sourced through a local estate agent. The open market value was 125,000. Now I agreed to purchase it at 92,000 because it needed a bit of work doing to it. It cost me 12 grand to refurb, but I got 8 of that paid for by something called the Green Deal, and I got cash back off that for just over a grand. And I secured it, as I said, using a lease option for only £1. Now, as I said, we did the Green Deal assessment before agreeing to purchase the property. I refurbished the property throughout. The total job took me 4 weeks to complete. Now, I didn't have to pay for any of the materials, I only had to pay for the labour because my builder put the materials and the new kitchens and all the rest of it in on account. And I started marketing the property immediately. So I put the boards up outside and also the newspaper adverts in the newspapers. Now when I came to come out of it, actually what happened was I sold this to a first-time buyer and I offered them a 10% discount. So my sale price was 112,000. Now my purchase price, if you remember, was 92k. Now my refurb only ended up costing me 4 grand because I'm 12k plus the 8k I got back. Now my agent's fees were 1.8, so my total cost was 97.8k. That left me a deal profit of just under £15,000, and that's a deal I put together in under 4 weeks, or actually under 5 weeks. Not bad, hey? What would an extra 15 grand do for you? Fair enough. Now I know what you're probably thinking. I couldn't do that, but you'd be wrong. All you need to know is the right system. So, if it's so simple, why isn't everyone doing it? Well, the answers to this are numerous, but the most obvious one is they're just not motivated enough to learn how to do it. People are typically lazy. And like anything worthwhile, this takes some work and it takes effort. And most people would prefer to simply complain. Look at this. When asked, would you rather work for change or just complain, 81% of the respondents replied, do I have to pick? This is hard. But when you follow the system, it can become very easy. Now, I'm often asked, but I don't have any money, or I don't have enough money. Does this still work for me? But here's the thing. All you need is £1, and in fact, with some of the options, when you're wrapping them, packaging them, and just saying them on, you don't even need that. And you've got to be prepared to do some legwork. And you can do the deals, no problem. After all, everyone has a few quid kicking around at least down the back of the sofa, don't they? Another question that comes up frequently is it legal? And yes, absolutely it is. Otherwise, the solicitors I use to do all my transactions wouldn't be able to do it. I'm also asked, can you really help me? Are you the right person? And this is a great question. And the answer is, perhaps. Look, it all depends if you really want it. The best system is only as good as the person driving it. But bear with me, because in the next few moments you're going to find out about something that will put me to the test. And if I'm found wanting, all the egg will be on me. I can't say fairer than that. Can I?
Look, here's the reality. When you understand how the all-new Rent to Buy program works, it'll give you an insight into where the real money is in property. Armed with this knowledge, you'll be able to do more deals and quicker. You'll be able to uncover profits that others haven't been able to get their hands on, making you more money and getting you to your objective quicker. You also have your hands on one of the most powerful marketing systems out there. A marketing system that is adaptable to almost anything, including other businesses. Now, I've got something which I think you may find interesting. In my next video, I'm going to make you an offer, and you need to watch it if you're ready to take the transformation to the next level. But this is definitely not for everyone. You know, it's not for people who are just mildly interested in getting into property or seeing a small tweak in their property income. It's for those who are ready and motivated to do something right now. But because of the amount of support I'm going to be offering and the breadth of the programme, there are only going to be 37 spaces available. So keep your eyes peeled for the next video when I'll be telling you all about it, what you can get and how you can get it. But for now, please leave your comments below, and if you've got any questions then just drop them on there too and I'll come back to you. Cheers.